Okay, screw the timer. Good morning, guys. I'm excited. It is March. Let's get it. Who's ready? Good morning. Good morning. Timer was like, okay, I didn't want to wait anymore. Good morning, guys. Hopefully my voice wasn't too loud and scared you all. So yeah, typically, based on previous results, this is a high volume month. And we've seen some high volume in the last 2 days. So if you all follow my Instagram, you'll see I put a post of sad music asking DJ to give us some heavy pushes. And it seemed to have just done that. So very happy to see that. Let's get some music on. There we go. Good. Let me get this back up. Let's get the chat rolling so we can see the chat. And once that is all set up, we will get on because we have higher time frame analysis. And Crest, I will answer your question after the analysis. Not your question, but you basically already got it. What you said was basically right. So it's no need to overcomplicate it, but we can just go over it a little bit. So let's have a look here. Chat. Okay, where's my music? All right. So let's get into it. Higher time frame analysis. And what's that? Don't know why that changed. All right, morning, all morning. Let's get it. Good. All right, so GJ, monthly close here on GJ. Let's have a look at monthly close here. So monthly close, very, very interesting here. Strong bullish close back in the range, right? We're rejecting this area here, but I'm not too concerned just yet. Now, monthly has made a bottom wick, and we left this long wick. Remember I said at some point the monthly has to leave a wick? Well, there the wick was, right? So the wick was right there, and it left a long wick, and basically now we have the potential this month to get the wick fill, right? Which is going to be definitely interesting to see if we get the wick fill. If we break the highs, there should be continuation, but the wick fill is first. There's no reason why we can't make a steeper bottom wick first, and do I think that will happen? Well, it's hard to say at the moment. There's nothing that indicates that we need a steeper bottom wick because of the top wick that we left on the previous monthly candle. Weekly candle here still looks good. We have to see how this closes in 2 days. If it closes at resistance or above resistance. When we come to the daily has done a slight pause here, and we're trading just at daily resistance here. So this is a rejection candle here, but we're still holding above our main support. And as a session bias, if we look at the 4-hour candles here, we can see the 4-hour candles are closing bullish. So for this session, I'm actually bullish here, right? Looking at the daily, this is why I marked this as daily resistance here. And yeah, that's basically how I have my markup. For the 4-hour time frame here, this daily resistance is also 4-hour resistance, right? So we need to watch that. Apart from that, for the session bias, since we have two bullish candles, I am bullish going into the session here, and buys for me is what makes sense at the moment. Until we see a 4-hour candle closing bearish, sells don't make sense just yet. Even though we can sell off, I am not looking for that in my session. And if you guys have been watching the streams, you know that when I look for something, you know, it's pretty accurate, right? And that's our goal, to be as accurate as possible. And long term, I know that keeps me safe. I might be wrong sometimes. Sometimes I might look for buys and the session might go down. But I know long term that what I'm doing should keep me safe, right? And that's why I designed it like that. So on the 1 hour time frame here, we have this resistance that I marked up as 30-minute resistance / 1 hour resistance. Really, you can see how this is 30 and 1 hour resistance. So we closed outside of this zone here and now are trying to push up, but we're pushing into this daily resistance. So I don't want to buy at daily resistance. It's not smart to buy at daily resistance. I either want to get above daily resistance for buys, because we have a lot of space to buy here. There's no rush, right? Look how much space you have to buy. There's no rush to get in buys right now. Or if we're lucky, pre-London, reject somewhere around here, we pull back, respect this structure here, can find support from this structure to continue up bullish. And it's a very simple day, quite clean day here. And yeah, for higher time frame, I do expect us to continue up here. This was a nice fat pullback, and this is something I really like to see because it gives us targets now and gives us the possibility of continuation. Now we have to keep in mind that there is the possibility that the monthly needs to make a bigger bottom wick. So, but until we create resistance on the daily, on the 4 hour, you know, 4 hour will be first before the daily. There's no reason as to why we should not continue up today, right? So personally for me, I'm going to be waiting till we get above this resistance here. Even though there's a chance to buy to this resistance right now, with the break of this 15-minute high, you can take a buy, but that's only 4 pips, so I rather wait for above it. And also it's too early for me. It's the 1st of March, need to relax, no FOMO guys. There's a lot of space to take buys here coming into London Open. And yeah, we just need to see how this populates. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4 hours of upside. You can see the candle starting to get smaller. I'm not FOMOing into this move until I see some solid clarity. You know, because you will be buying basically the session highs. So, and I don't want to buy a daily resistance, and we reject daily resistance. So for gold, higher time frame here. Very interesting close here on gold monthly time frame, guys. Look at this gold monthly time frame. We took out the wick. We're still respecting the body, so it's not an engulfing candle, but rejecting these highs. Every time we've had a bearish closure from these highs, we've had continuation, except for this time. But remember what I always say, what's the difference? Is we respect the lows here. Once the lows is broken, you get the continuation to the next support here. So very interesting to see this close here. And until we break that 1805 level, 1800 level basically, which is the monthly lows, I don't expect to see heavy continuation. But this candle is giving you a bias that we are definitely bearish here. As for the weekly time frame, we're sitting at this weekly support here, which is why we're seeing this rejection here. Still haven't broke the weekly highs, so we'll have to see how this weekly candle closes. But if you guys remember on yesterday's stream, I was mentioning about the possibility of a pullback to continue down, and on the daily time frame, it looks like we're getting this pullback. So we haven't even broke daily structure yet. Daily structure doesn't get broken until 1844, so we can pull back as much as 1835, 1844. Create a daily bearish candle and look to sell to potentially break this bottom wick here on the monthly candle here, right? So for the day today on gold, it is a bullish session here, so buys do make sense, but we are already pushing up into this target here at around 1836. So be careful for rejections. If we do get any 4 hour candles closing below this zone at 1826 or closing at resistance, there is an option to sell here. But for me on gold right now, there's nothing now to take buys. I would think buys could make sense above 1833 for buys, or 1834. Above that area might make sense, but I would prefer to see pullbacks to continue down on gold, to continue up, sorry, on gold for now, until we see more clarity on the charts. A couple of people asking for Ethereum. Ethereum, bias for Ethereum is, yeah, same. Yeah, breaking the highs here. Yeah, we're kind of ranging here. It's not really too much you can do. The option was to buy from the bottom of the range, probably after this 1 hour close here. That was a nice buy. But now you're at the top of the range, so nothing much you can do at the top of the range. If you want to counter trend, you could counter trend sell from the top of the range. But yeah, for markup on gold, I'll keep this here. This I'll remove. 4-hour time frame. So to mark up gold here, we'll mark this as a 4-hour resistance like this, right? That's your 4-hour resistance. Your next zone you're looking at is this 1-hour resistance somewhere around here, right? So this is what you have to look at. Okay, and that comes from this high here. And basically once you start trading above there, it should be okay, yeah, for a little bit more buys. But this is the rejection you have to worry about. And then of course here, but we're not down there. When we're down there, I can mark that up. And yeah, if crest is still here, so on the way up, to be conservative, you want to mark the bottom like this. You see, we mark the bottom on the way up just to be conservative, but the target will be the top eventually, but it's good to mark the bottom to be conservative. And then on the way down, you want to kind of mark the top here like this just to be conservative, you know, but the target will still be the support. The actual support will still be the target. So yeah, what you said was right, and it's as simple as that, right? I think I improved my high time frame analysis because my analysis of gold are the same for G. Yeah, nice one, man. That's good. It's a very simple analysis this time, nothing special, you know, but we just need to be patient. But yeah, a lot of opportunity. Markets are look like they have set up nicely, but be patient, guys. You know, it's only the first of the month. What did you miss, Dante? Come on, man, you missed everything. Full higher time frame analysis. We just did the whole analysis on GJ and everything like that. If you want, just scroll back to the analysis of GJ or watch it later. But essentially on GJ, we're bullish for the month. On gold, we're bearish if we break the monthly lows. And if we could create resistance on the daily for gold, potential for sells, right? For GJ, we're looking at this daily resistance here. We're bullish. The session's bullish. The session's bullish, so we're looking for buys here. But we're watching this daily resistance. Well, I'm watching this daily resistance. I don't know what everyone else is doing. Hello guys, don't forget to do the YouTube business. Yeah. Appreciate all YouTube business by hitting that like. It really does help. Morning, brother. How much % did you gain last week? Last week, how many trades did I take? I'll have to check, man. I'll have to check. Took a trade yesterday. I'll have to calculate how much exactly, but we took... Missed this one. Did not take buys on this day. What happened here? Yeah, I took the buys on Friday. That was a good one. That was a good one. And then missed this day. Yesterday buys from here. So yeah. Probably 4%, 5%. If I were to guess, I'll have to check. What's my method on calculating lots? I just use a fixed lot size. So I'll just use a lot size that I'm comfortable using. For me, I'm happy to risk a 4-figure amount, so like $1,000, and I'll just make sure that it respects that. So I kind of do a risk percentage based on my average stop. So average stop is around 20 pips. So if you have a 20 pip stop, you know, that's around average. You can calculate a lot size that doesn't go over your risk limit, right? Just depends on what you're comfortable. And also risk, you know, doesn't mean you're a worse trader. If you only make $10 but you're a good trader, that only means because you're risking $10. The same person who risks $10 on that trade, there could be another person who risked $10,000 and made $10,000. Doesn't mean someone's a worse trader than the other. Profits should not indicate how much of a good trader you are. The actual trade should indicate how much of a trader you are. Profits are important because you have to make sure that trader can risk, but you know, they shouldn't just be, I mean, if there's a trader that's making like $10, $15, yeah, that's it. I mean, and they're not a beginner, like there's someone who's you perceive as a good trader, there's something iffy a bit there, right? Like you shouldn't be at that stage and only making $10, $15, you know. But if they're, you know, they don't have to be making $15,000, $20,000 a trade. You know, like there's a certain level of risk where it becomes too stressful to handle that risk that it actually causes a negative in your trading. And I saw that when I tried to push myself harder and harder and harder to try risk more, it was causing negative to my mindset because it was scary risking that much. So it's maybe I'm not ready for, you know, risking, you know, huge amounts, but you have to build up by then. But again, you shouldn't be risking tiny amounts if you're at a good stage, you know, like shouldn't be only risking $100, $200, you know. That's like, if you're not intermediate, I'm talking about someone who is actually doing this to generate good income. All right, makes sense. I'm starting with $500 right now, so I was going to risk about 3 to 4%. I would say if you're just starting and this is your first account, you should risk around 2%. And then once you get more confident and find that you can actually be consistent in your trades and win more, you can increase the percentage very quickly. Don't worry about making money right now. Focus on getting trades right. Very important. I think that's a key mistake I made in the beginning, was I was focused on how much money can I make in trading instead of getting the actual trading right. And then it took me a long time to realize that. And once you realize that before you can even make the money, you have to get the trades right, then the money is irrelevant. So if you can minimize how much you lose right now, because you will make mistakes, and you know, till today I still make mistakes, and that will consistently happen. You have to, I would recommend risking less. Before your live streams, I would mark recent support and resistance, but now I'm drawing on based on the 4 hours as well. Yeah, exactly. Many people you see buys above here, sells below here, common live stream technique, buys above here, sells below here, but I consider all higher time frame levels to develop my bias in order to take trades. Yeah, focus on winning, not the money. And then once you prove to yourself you can win more often than not, just increase the risk, right? Because it doesn't mean you're a better trader, someone's a better trader than you because they make more money. It's just because they're risking more money. And I think the industry needs to learn that. Once the industry learns that, we will see a lot more success in this industry. But people are too focused now on someone posting on Instagram that they made 30K. That happens like once a month. Or, you know, they've been trading for 10 years plus, or they have a very good financial standpoint to risk 30K. But the same person who might have made $1,500, $2,000 can be the same level as a trader, you know, but they're just not risking the amount to make 30K, right? And be realistic, guys. You know, it's like how many people do you know are making 30K legit? You know, it's like if I told you now I will give you per trade $1,500, $2,000, how many of you would be happy? I'm sure well into the 90%. I would say 98% of you would be happy. The other 2% are greedy and they're not going to succeed. So setting these unrealistic expectations is only going to hinder your progress. It's the biggest problem we see in this industry, is that the expectations are set very high. You see people making tons of money, so you think you can reach there too, but you haven't even made $200 in the market, If you haven't even made $200 in the market, why the hell are you thinking about making $50,000 to $100,000? You know, it doesn't make any sense. So you surround yourself, you hear entrepreneurs, surround yourself with individuals to help you. But instead, you're surrounding yourself with individuals that are setting unrealistic expectations and actually adding pressure, not helping you succeed. Individuals that want to help you succeed are helping your trading, not showing you how much they make. Right? I should probably clip that. That's very important information there. Leave a like if you enjoyed what I just said. Just because to do the YouTube business. Classic YouTube business. Chevrolet or Mustang? Ah, that's a tough question. Mustang, not a Mustang. I'll have to go Chevrolet. But I like Ford as a company, but actually no, because then it's a Camaro, right? The Camaro is like a Chevrolet. Disgusting question. A Shelby. So it will have to be Ford. I'm not the Mustang. Yes. Mustang for sure. The GT500, the Shelby, by far. Yes. MOE, we are coming. Dubai meetup. I will create a separate Telegram. Any of you out in Dubai, there's a planned meetup. So be on the lookout for that. Join the group so you can have a look at that basically. Do you have FTMO account, bro? No, I don't have an FTMO account. I use my own account. Do you think trading is harder this year or last year? I think every year poses small, slight changes in the market. I definitely think January, February was very, very slow this year. Definitely not the same amount of movements we have seen. And but you have to remember that December has historically been very, very slow. But December we actually had some half decent moves sometimes, right? My support in gold is 1827,500. Support on what time frame? Yes, that's fine. I'd say 1827,700, but that will change between brokers, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. What lot can I use if I have $300? I would say $300, use a 0.01. Because you're not going to make too much money off, get good at that. Yeah, $700, 0.1 is fine, for sure. I agree with that. That's okay. But maybe a $300, 0.05 max. But just get good at trading and then deposit more money. My one last question. You can ask as many questions. It's okay. I enjoy it. Do you have an S Corp to not avoid to pay taxes? No, I have an LLC. And here in Dubai, LLCs, they don't pay taxes. They are introducing a corporate tax here of 10%. So I will probably have to pay 10% at some point. But there are ways to bypass that. But here in Dubai, there is no tax. Alright, we can see we tapped this daily resistance here very nicely to the point. That's why we mark it up higher time frame, because everyone would be looking at this as clean candles to take buys, and they think buys would be very easy here. But we can see we tapped this daily resistance and now are rejecting, and we are keeping safe away from this potential rejection zone because we don't know how much this can reject, right? Can we buy GJ when it breaks the daily high of Monday? Daily high of Monday. I prefer close above. A close above would be much better. Actually, in the States, what you can do, and don't quote me, but have a look at this, right? If you go online, there's something called, oh man, it's left my head. Give me a sec, because I was looking at this as well. What is it called? Give me a sec. I'll tell you what you can do and you guys can have a look at it. Let me look. I found it. If you're in US, you can do something, right? And you can go and open a business in Delaware. And Delaware, as long as you have a EIN number and a social security number, if you open a business in Delaware, you do it online, right? Harvard has some Delaware business thingamajig. So you open it online in Delaware and you run your company from Delaware, but Delaware has a 5% flat fee tax, right? And I think it's only even a flat fee, like it's maybe $200 per year you have to pay. So if you open your business and check Delaware LLC online, and if you open a business there, you don't have to pay tax, right? And you can still have an LLC. What price is my next resistance? I will target probably this 164.500, and of course this 15-minute resistance here at 164.400, anywhere around here, 164.450, around there, and then maybe somewhere here all the way up. I mean, it's pretty clean. I have doubt buying at resistance. Yeah, that's why we're not buying at resistance. We're waiting to buy above resistance, right? So yeah, and also for people who are international, you can also open a business in Delaware LLC even though you live in a separate country. You don't have to be in US. There are actually people in the USA who will help you open a business account and get an EIN number, right? No, the confirmation is these 4-hour bullish candles here. We have strong 4-hour bullish candles, and if we start trading above the daily high, there's an opportunity to buy. There's nothing to say to sell at the moment. We have daily doing really nothing. We have strong rejection from the downside. Since Asian session, we've only created higher lows and bullish structure. 30 minutes bullish structure, 15 minutes bullish structure. There's no reason to be selling just yet. For sells, we need minimum of 4-hour bearish candle. I saw a website where you pay them like $1,000 and they'll open a business for you in UAE without you. That's a little bit. Yeah, there is that, but I don't know how much I trust that one. Yeah, you should look into it. It's pretty good actually. You just have to find an agent who can get you an EIN number quickly. That's all you need. Man, $1,000 is cheap for a business. A business here, I had to pay how much in dollars? 369, $4,000 to $5,000 just to get the business set up. And I have to buy an office. So you better respect that I'm sitting in here on YouTube for free, you know? Can I trade gold with my $10 capital? No. I would not recommend trading with $10. Unless you're doing it for fun. And it's just like you don't, it's not serious. But $10 and trading, it's a little bit useless. Minimum to practice $100. When I looked up, it said for an LLC, it's 135. Where? In which country? Did you go to a college though? No, I didn't go to university or college. Yeah, in the States, that Delaware LLC, it's pretty cheap. I remember it's cheap. You just have to pay money for the EIN number and stuff. Oh, where's my plan gone? Oh, that's my plan. Now, if we get a closure above here and it's too early, like, it's probably not a good idea to take that buy. Because it will be too early. Because you can see we've not got volume till basically at least an hour from now. So we want to be trading when we've seen volume, which is basically an hour from now. That's why we plan on these streams, right? That's the goal, to plan on these streams. At Tradesharpe, good morning. What is your view on gold? If you scroll to the beginning of the streams, we always cover my analysis, but analysis on gold, buys make sense for today, but higher time frame. If we do start closing dailies bearish, there's an opportunity for sells. If you do take buys today, be very careful of this resistance at 1836, basically. 1836, watch what happens at 1836. I prefer to see an hourly close above here, and then the 15-minute respect it. Just one 15-minute close above here might not be enough. Also guys, be sure to check out the Discord. Check this out. We have on Discord here full analysis on Bitcoin by one of our members in our crypto chat. So I would highly recommend you check that out actually, because it's a really good analysis. And it happens daily, but this is the monthly analysis based on the monthly close. And I agree with everything on this, so very interesting here. And yeah, there's a lot of info here, so definitely check that out. And we'll also have a look at Bitcoin here, just to have a look. So that monthly close is a doji candle here. We break the lows, I think we will see some downside here. Break the highs, obviously some upside. Weekly time frame, you know, trying to create support here. Daily time frame, trying to do a kind of change of structure from the low of the range. If it closes like this, I do see us going up to 24,280. 4 hour at the same time is also trying 1 hour 20 till this closes, but we're at this resistance now. So very interesting to see if we break back in the range or we fail. Also remember on the 16th, right? Remember on the 16th is the change of the clock. So London session will be 1 hour earlier. So you guys have to show up 30 minutes earlier to the stream. Do I play Valorant? No, I don't play Valorant. Please, still confused. You said GJ will leave wicks in monthly. Yeah, it's a high chance that the candle will have a top and bottom wick. So you can expect it to leave a wick. Only interested in gold buys looking... I'm not interested in looking for sell. Yeah, maybe it's a bit early to sell. But yeah, higher time frame, that makes sense. Why haven't I switched my candles? Because I've always used these candles and I got used to it. It's better for psychology. I think, yeah, some people find that they prefer it for their psychology, and some people, I haven't found any difference. But yeah, I can see how it's better for psychological aspects. This is why it's very important to have higher time frame zones here, right? Daily resistance, key, pinpoint. Greetings from Bulgaria. Welcome, welcome. Oh yeah, I didn't check news today. Thanks, man. Not a good thing. I do remember we don't have anything. Yeah, Gbpjpy today at 2 o'clock. So be careful. This Bailey speaking is gonna be big thing on GJ. And this move down could be the anticipation. This move we saw down yesterday could be the anticipation of basically, you know, the speeches that's going to happen, right? So they could have already priced that in the market. So just be sure to be out of all positions at 2 p.m., which is going to be roughly around, time is it now? A couple hours from now, right? So be sure to be out all of positions. Otherwise from that, I don't see anything too worrying. Have you done an analysis for US 30? No, I haven't done my analysis, but we can have a look. Higher time frame, see what the indices are doing here. So higher time frame here on the monthly, closing bearish below this support here, but respecting until we break this wick at 32,450. There is not really too high a probability to head down, but that doesn't mean we're going up, because this monthly candle is very bearish. Weekly also closed below the support, now breaking the lows. I do want to see this broken at that 32,450. That 32,450 is very important, and this zone here can be moved down a little bit like that, right? So we have closed below this current support, and the daily time frame at the moment here is kind of, it's closed below this support, still respecting this support here. So until we get closures below that 32,450, 32,450 is the key number. When we get close below there, I expect to see downside. Until then, for the session now, for New York, we're at support now, so maybe look for price to pop up in London, create resistance to continue down. Gold is punching up. Let's have a look. Yes, it is punching up. Reaching that 1836, I think, is going to be the next target here. It's pretty hard to buy at the moment. You're just buying the highs. Not much you can do. Okay, so for March, we have to hit 100 viewers for March. So how are we going to hit 100 viewers for March? That's going to be the question. What can we do to hit 100 viewers per March? Because we need people to gain this info, right? This form of streaming where I give you guys the idea and you have to build the confidence to execute the trades on yourself. And we're not using a buy above here and sell below here strategy. We're using a solid strategy. So this idea, I think, is going to be very beneficial for people watching streams. And since it's pre-session, we have a lot of time to chat and answer questions, which is also very useful. So to get 100 viewers here so they can benefit from that, what can I do? I can continue streaming. That's part number one. Part number two is I can ask for likes. Part number three, we will have to see. Euro USD analysis. Just ask for it, bro. If we're looking at nothing, I'll have a look at it. Monthly closing bearish here. Same situation. If we start breaking these monthly lows, downside makes sense. Weekly, pretty messy here. Daily, crap. If we break the daily lows, we look like we can continue down. 4 hour has created support here. If 4 hours created support, you could potentially look for buys, but you need this zone to be respected. So maybe see a 15-minute pullback, or maybe a close above 1.2578 to take buys towards the upside. Latest video on liquidity grab is lit. Yes, sir. I recommend you all watch that. Definitely a useful video. Thank you for the breakdown on US 30. Yeah, all good. All good. US 30 is interesting. It's not pairs, right? It's not a pair. It's an indice, but to trade. But mostly moves during New York. New York is the best time to trade it. So, yeah. All right. We're still just rejecting this daily resistance. Nothing much yet. We shall see. We shall see if we can get a close above. I prefer, as I said, the hour to close above here in 12 minutes. So we'll see what happens in 12 minutes. And then we can develop a plan. But in the meantime, I'm going to take a small toilet break. As normal. That's pretty embarrassing, I'll have to say. That's pretty embarrassing. Before I leave, I will do Euro USD. Not leave, but just before I get back. Okay, Euro USD looks a lot cleaner than Gbpjpy USD. So if we break these monthly lows, downside does make sense. This weekly has closed bearish, but we're rejecting this area here. Let's see more information. Daily has created support if we do break above the highs here. Yeah, so this is, let's see the 4 hour. I need to see where we're trading on the 4 hour. Yeah, 4 hour makes sense. Just watch what it does here to continue up. If we start getting, I mean, the problem is it's kind of gone now. It's just popped up here. We've had 2 candles from this news that someone was mentioning in here. So Euro USD, watch this resistance here. right? Watch what happens at this zone. But if you can get pullbacks that create support above here, you can look for buys or close above here to create support to continue the buys. That'll be your option. That will be your option. All right, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Oh yeah, now you can hear me. Man, I was just talking to myself. I said yes, the bias is bullish. Bias is bullish, you are correct. You have been listening to the streams. Don't worry, it's fixed. Yeah, all fixed. Apologies for that. Apologies. I do not trade news. Yes, that was what I was answering. No, news is bad to trade. I will not trade news. So we see in 6 minutes here if we can get a close above. As I said, I prefer the hour to close above, which in 6 minutes, if we do close above, then the hour will obviously close above. And then I need to see some sort of respect. So I need to see price close above and respect this zone to continue up bullish. Right, I need to see it close above and the next candle to respect some sort of lower time frame, not just enter on a close above. So yeah. If I enter a trade, a little bit of drawdown and news is about to happen, do I close in a loss? Well, I wouldn't be in that situation because I wouldn't take a position so close to news. I'll wait for after news to take a position, and if I miss it, then I miss it. So I would never be in that situation. But I would, if I'm not deep in profits, I will either go to, let's say I'm 30 pips in profit, I'll go to like 5 pips in profit on my position in case there's slippage. Or if I'm deep in profit, then I'll just go break even before news. Or if I'm really like playing a higher time frame idea, I'll just leave my stops. All depends. Gold sell side, which position? Too early to sell gold at the moment. I wouldn't be selling gold. Gold is pushing up nicely. And I think gold will continue up here till 1838 is the next target now. So pretty hard to buy gold at the moment. It's just pushing up, you know. Best buys were in Asian session. Here, pre-London is being a bit difficult. You need price to pull back, create support to take buys. If you get that, then that's okay. For sells, not yet, too early. Make sure, guys, in the description is my Instagram. Make sure you're following the Instagram down below. I'm posting content on there, updating about trades. If you guys take trade, you can also tag me. I'll repost. Create some sort of vibe going on, right? We need some sort of vibe. So yeah, 2 minutes, 3 minutes till this closure. We'll see if we get the closure above or not. When you say, what do you mean by sells and buys? When you say you're taking buys, you mean you're buying or you are selling to the buyers? No, when I say I'm buying means I'm buying. Buys means I'm gonna take buys, and sells means I'm gonna take sells. Very simple. Buys means buys, sells means sells. Buys means long, sell means short. That's what I mean by it. Can you expect a sell entry? You need resistance for sell entry, so it's too early to sell. I don't think today, I think if you're gonna sell, sell is possibly better below 1.20355. Look at gold 4 hour, it's creating double bottom now, pushing bullish. Yes, it is pushing bullish. There's nothing we can do about it. When looking at the charts, I don't know how to set up trades. Do I need to study more? Is there a different perspective? No, you need to watch. I would recommend you click on my channel, go to videos and watch top 3 price action setups. That will teach you how to look for those setups. And once you do your analysis, you can look for those setups. So my style is looking from breakout between ranges, not breakout between ranges. I'm looking to trade within ranges. Depends how I get the trade within that range. Either it's a pullback, I just trade basic, I'm trading what price is doing, right? Trading price action and trading in the most logical places on the chart in order to give me the most efficient move using the movement of candles, structure, and basically price action. That's how I trade. All right, we got no close here. 30-minute did not close above. 1 hour did not close above. 1 hour is at resistance. 30-minute is still at resistance. 15-minute is still at resistance. So we need a close above until we can get buys here. So if this pushes up without us, you might want to enter, but it's not for me. I need my confirmations because then I can be confident in the trade and trust my plan and hold my stops. So without that happening, it's a waiting game now, and we just need to wait for the setups to come, right? So once the setups come, then I can take a trade here. But for now, even if this breaks and starts pushing heavy, there's nothing I can do. I at least need a closure above, right? Are you a scalper? I am. Yeah, I mean, intraday / scalper depends what. If scalping is like on 1 minute, if you classify scalping on 1 minute trading, no, I don't 1 minute trade. But my average trades last between 15 to 30 minutes. So guys, if you're new here, the idea of these streams, just for all the new people, be sure to show up for these streams. So subscribe so you know when they're going to be live. But we do these pre-sessions before the session starts. And this is time where we can plan the trades through and throughout, right? Give an ideal plan, because the problem with streamers is that when you guys take the trades and copy them with their big stop losses and stuff like that, you don't build confidence. And when you don't build confidence, it's not going to help your trading. So the idea with this is to build the confidence, and then the stream shuts down and you guys have to take the trades we talk about. Share those trades in the group and let me know if you did take them, and I'll always share my trades if I do take them, right? And yeah, that's how that's going to be. Yeah, that's the plan for today. That's basically how I'm going to end it off here. Thank you all for joining. Hope to see you on the next stream. Be sure to show up. Definitely some exciting things. And when March comes, we might actually get some positions on stream if it allows us with the time. If we start seeing volume a little bit earlier, we will, eventually might execute on stream, right? Which I don't mind. As I said, I'm not ashamed to execute on stream. I just don't want to build bad habits for other traders. And bad habits is going to be you guys copying other people but not learning how to take the trade. So I'm happy after the stream, when we talk about the ideas, I'll try to record these trades to show you that I took the trade, and you guys can learn and also take it with me. So let me know. I'm new here, and the first thing I did is check the description for a website. But you just said check the videos on the site. Oh, I mean on my channel. No, channel. Go to my channel, not my site. My channel. I'm sure I said channel. Go to my channel, not the site. And on the channel, yes, I meant YouTube channel, sorry. When you click videos, there's tons of videos there, right? That's the most useful. There's free Forex courses, there's free everything, right? And be sure to have a look at that. But anyways, you guys know the plan, right? Click the channel. I'm new here. Watch the 2023 full price action course, right? Check that out. And check out also the basically top three price action entries. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it. Catch you guys all in the next stream, and have a great day. Let me know if you take any setups, and I will take setups too. I'll catch you guys in the group. Any questions, message in the group, and take care as always, and thanks for showing up. Peace.